Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Arabia. I'm your host, Kelvin. I hope you're all doing well today. So thank goodness we're actually finally about to get mutual funds, which damn do I need. Okay, on that note, okay, so as long as I have either the industrialists or the rural folk in government, okay, we do. We can kind of proceed with this. Although this one's better and still has the rural folk, so let's go with that. So with the ulema as well. Alright. Yeah, it hasn't been too bad. We've done fairly well, I would say. Wild wells. Where there's oil, there will be blood. And yeah, we're doing our best to sort of get iron and everything else we need flowing. It's tough. We're trying to have an industrial revolution here. It's incredibly late, and, you know, most of our iron is in Transvaal and Vierstadt. You know? Like, turns out there's not otherwise a whole lot of iron. It's gonna be tough. You know? There's some in the Congo here we can get. That'll help. Alright. Oh, whoops. I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Nah, it's still the best government I can make. No. Alright, and we are getting a ton of mass immigration, which I'm kind of always happy to have. Alright. So yeah, we could do state religion. Wouldn't be bad. Yeah, it would cause, like, in general, a lot more conversion. And I think in general, most people will still be... So yeah, we'll end up with, I think, 80 base acceptance for everyone. Let me just do some math here. I guess 75 base acceptance, and then minus 25. So that puts us squarely in open prejudice, which isn't great, but it'll do. It'll be better than for a lot of people. Yeah, everyone's managed to more or less promote out of here, which is good. Organized crime. Yeah. Not a very mass immigration. Okay. So... yeah, I mean, this is going to be the heartland of our industrialization, so... I think this is just more of a recognition of that. 20% more throughput, let's go. Good. We can get that to 5 now. Alright. Soon. But yeah, with combustion engine complete, let's see. Baking powder, sewing machines, mechanized, bleaching, open hearth. I think we don't want any of the greens yet. I think. Yeah, I tried to get production there. Let's see, standardized, philosophy. We've barely enough electricity. Any oil we get, we can produce. Right. Oh, that's good. Vacuum packaging, grocery production. That might actually have to be separated. That looks like it's also going to need to be separated. Alright, not too bad. Automobile production, go. I don't have a whole lot of these, and it's probably just going to be a thing that's needs to go up for demand. At least I'd hoped it was. To be fair, I guess in general I shouldn't do that when I don't actually have enough engines. You know? Turns out I might need some more motor industries. Let's get them going. Yeah, we actually have a bit of enough steel here. We don't have a ton of people here, which is the worrying part. But I'm hoping I can get more people in. You know. Yeah, we have 6,000 immigration a week. We'll be okay. Man, I am overflowing on money, aren't I? Let's get some of that going then. More construction sectors. Maybe I'm not overflowing. Well... we'll just build that much. Call it a day. And we'll see. Yeah, for now we're still just ripping people out of the plantations. Which is probably fine. It probably just increases the growth rate. Yeah, available employment. But those are going to be the least productive. And electrical capacitors. The electric railway is the next big one. Okay. Can I get power plants throughout the country? Is that actually something I can do? That's a good question. It's gonna be tough for sure. It may also not be the worst if I do try and make a play to integrate all of the remaining states at this point. I should have been doing this sooner. But I just figured that whatever, you know, it's going to take 20 years. That's most of the rest of the game. Is it really worth it? The answer is probably not, but oh well. Still going to do it. There. Yeah. Maybe even decrease you now. We don't need it as much. Alright. That's not too bad. Well, we'll slowly start collecting taxes from everywhere, and ideally I'll get some more bureaucracy to handle things. Although that's definitely more of an easier said than done sort of thing. Millet farms are running out of people. And those can just downsize as a result. Alright. So the real question is commercialized agriculture. Go. And so there's no way I can incorporate the industrialists into government, right? Yeah. Okay. Alright. Yeah. We need commercialized agriculture that will free up peasants from our entire country to move around. Amazigh from Mascara. Alright. Well, we're up to number 4. Nice. Yeah, GDP is climbing. I'm surprised that we're not in the top 50 for standard living. Like, holy cow. I guess that's the thing. I do have a lot of people that are... We're of some benefit in participating ourselves. We're taking a step back no matter what there. That 8% stall is brutal. The air market still has just too many engines. Or, sorry, not enough engines. Goddamn. I mean, electric railways is coming. So, each one of these levels is going to require 30. Wisdom would help me prepare. God damn it, I'm just trying to get shit done. Let's go. That'll do. No, it won't. Power plants last. Go. Relax. This overthinking helps nobody. There. Okay. But yeah, we're getting tons and tons of migrants. Good to see. Good. We're getting, we're building up momentum. Man. And alright, we're starting to get there. I think once all these are done, we'll be in a little bit better shape. Yeah. And maybe even now. Automobiles. Oof, plus 53. There we are. Slowly get this sorted. Yeah, because cars are also pretty worth to be building, if we can. Their concerns make excellent talking points. Alright. Yeah, I'd like to move to automobile production everywhere. Roaring engines. Yeah, let's go. Wow, we actually do not produce enough automobiles. Game, I'd like to be able to export. Thank you. Well, to the great power markets then. because, yeah, we're going to have some problems otherwise. I'm not too worried. We're definitely going to end up with, like, a lot on the trade routes. But yeah, our people are simply not really wealthy enough. What's going on? Oh boy. Salamanders will be a thing of the past. Yeah. The doctor needs to see him. Okay. Alright. So the American Reactionary Revolt. Got it. Oh, good. Our recognition is back to ticking up. How are we doing here? Yeah, the trade routes, like, we're just going to ship a ton of cars. That's fine. Arab Outer Hassaland. Like, I've been generally pretty chill because, yeah. French Senegal will be the state to transfer, or the subject to transfer. Algeria's French Constantine, yeah, that'd be good. Let's take French Senegal. Wow. Lots and lots of angry moves, France. Alright. So in that case, we should probably brush up the army. Skirmish and shrapnel. Glad to see it. So, can I please get this half of my screen back? God damn. Oh, how did I even do that? Okay, there might be something there that I can actually use to clear all of that. Okay. First off, let's reorganize. These tiny rando armies need to be consolidated. Alright. Okay, so this gives me 148 troops. Yeah. Okay. And they're semi-modern. Well, just keep that for now, I think. Like I say, for the moment, I'm trying to be somewhat chill. You know? Like, what do you want? Honestly, maybe. There is solid. Like, transfer Zululand. Zululand is barely anything here. And I can walk away with a lot. Like, You two will join off of call ally no matter what. But, yeah, you know what? This seems like a fair trade, honestly, for Britain's help. You know what? I feel like I'm going to need a decent bit of support, so... Alright. So, France, you realize you fuck up yet? I still have 55 maneuvers, so... Alright. Problem is, French Congo's not involved. Apparently they're enlisting a lot of help. To be fair, it looks like it's going to be one hell of a war, so... Alright, before I send you guys any further here... where's the capital? Yeah, okay, that is the capital. Okay. Ah, Lord. This is why I haven't really worried too much about my army. In general, I've been here playing the diplomacy game. And have actually managed to get, like, a decent number of friends in high places. So I've not been particularly afraid. You know? Yeah. And size of French loans. Oh, man. So what you're telling me is you aren't even prepared for a long war. And, yeah. That's it. We're ready to go. Alright, yeah, immediately the British will land, as they do. Alright. Well, did we front meme you, France? Looks like we did. We have captured France's capital, which is, or, well, it's French Senegal's capital, which is important. Yeah, Tunis is falling, which is a problem. There's a solid chance this kind of ends up in a white piece, but we'll see. Yeah, they are just kind of going behind us. Where's the conscripts? Okay, minus 40 is a little better. That's good. Promote you guys. Britain is unfortunately apparently also fighting Germany in another war right now. Toledo Eastern Andalusian Front now. We need to go liberate Tunis. I'm a little worried about this as well. But yeah, we'll see. Short duration of the war. Size of French loads plus 42. Oh, that's bad for them. Oh boy. How have they managed to get so many loans so quickly? God damn. Alright. Please start fighting back. What do you mean 11-7? And also, I'm concerned that the size of French loans is not increasing. I think the AI may have dramatically increased. French Senegal's in default. Yeah, not really a shock. Alright. So at this point, everyone involved is accepting a white peace, which is good. Just go. Get it finished, please. 100%. Okay. We've got commercialized agriculture. And you guys want to join the Radical Party. Very well. We're going to give them 60% of the vote. Yeah. So that's French loans. Alright. Because I know at some point, you know, capitulation desire on our allies will tick out. We're going to see. Okay, so Spain left. That's a pretty big W. Belgium also about to leave, which is another 160 troops. Pretty big W. Alright, we've got French Senegal. Good. Alright, so that's dramatically going to weaken France. Yeah, like all the numbers are now very green. Okay. France had to recall most of their troops to try and stop the British landing, which makes sense. So now we just need to sweep our way through. Yep. Alright. I should double check my barracks to make sure we're up to date. general training on our conscription centers. And I am paying my troops, right? Good. It wouldn't be the first time I forget to do that. But yeah, we continue to be in control of French Senegal, and we're about to get control of the war goal. Yep. Okay. All war goals are achieved. France is ticking down. France has been defeated. This is now Arab Senegal. Alright, works for me. Probably should have gone a little bit further and also taken the French Congo. That would have been good. But I was already kind of scared. But that's fine. In the end, we got there. Yeah, slow ticking due to that infamy. Alright. But yeah. All it cost me was Zululand. Which, pretty worth. Yeah. Oh no, an embargo. Ah yes, the United Sovereign, or the United Sovereign Archduchies, of course. Where were we? Exporting cars? Yeah, they're being jerks, unfortunately, by, embargoing us. I need to sell my cars, man. It's mostly sent abroad. Hell no. Worth. Oh wait, was that only in like one province? Fuck. Oh well. It's fine. Yeah, screw you, France. Spain, Portugal. Like, we were doing so much business. Honestly, I think that's kind of one of the problems with trade in this game. Yep, India's free, wow. Jeez. Britain has not had a good game. But as I was saying, I think it's kind of a problem with trade in this game in general. And why it's, like, tough to do is because the AI is so willing to just kind of embargo big trade partners, be damned the economy. Because, like, this embargo will also hurt France pretty nastily, too. Like, they don't have a whole lot for rubber, do they? I guess they have enough. I guess they have enough. How's Britain doing on that front, by the way? Yeah, they're fine. For Germany and everyone else, though, I'm probably their main source of rubber. So, on that note, rubber for the Germans, rubber for the Americans. How about the Austrians and the Russians? Also, my government is horribly illegitimate. Wow, that's it, huh? Not great, not terrible. But it'll do. Alright, so we got commercialized agriculture. We have the free movement of people. Finally. Yeah, the motor industries. We're... Okay, get onto electric engines. Oh dear. This was not as many as I thought it was going to be. Or as much. I forgot it's only 50 right now. And also apparently it's taking, like, even more than anticipated. So we'll hold off on that for now. Okay. On that note, reset production methods. Oop. Why are the Germans belligerent towards us? Alright, I need more rivals, I guess. Nah. I guess the good news is I'm about to get the ability to hub those rivals. Yeah, maintaining that with Austria and Russia is tough. Cold, minus 50. Fair enough. I think for now, we can just chill. You know? It's 1914. We managed to shove off the French. And now it's just literally increasing by +2. Oh my god, our GDP per capita has reached the top 50 somehow. That is actually kind of shocking. Well, I guess it will likely continue. Because I would like to get automatic irrigation, for example, rolled out where we can. Easier said than done. Alright. But yeah, we're close to just a passive tick into recognition. I mean, I'm going to ask the obvious question. Should he just resign? Who's his heir? Armed Forces ethno-nationalist. He can't abdicate the throne either. Got the experimental treatment. Now, the things he has seen. Alright. Oh, there we are. Steam turbines, finally. Also looks like coal is concerningly expensive in our market. Okay, move on to electric engines. God, I only construct 3 things at once. I guess that's why I'm positive now. Our friggin' investment pool is actually starting to take off worth a damn. Yeah, we're now competing for the #1 spot, too. Like, I would hardly call this a particularly high score for industrializing. But, I mean, we're hitting stride. It's like 50 years later than I want to be hitting stride, but we're hitting stride. You know, this is where I want to be going to like the 1860s and 70s. Wants to increase autonomy. No. And we need to improve relations with you. Come on. You need to learn to chill. Yeah, should have taken the French Congo as well. That would have really crippled France. Oh. Bang, get some more power plants, Transvaal. Or maybe don't. Maybe that's all we need. Yep. You do it. Like I said, this is the center of our industry. Let's keep developing the construction sectors here. Yeah, we're one of the largest nations. So it's pretty good. Okay. Ooh, first standard of living fell below the top 50 now, too. Come on. We got such a boost from, you know, France and all that, but I was hoping for more. We also do have the telephone now. Well, let's get nitrogen fixation and plastics. Start using our oil. I mean, I would also like to really see Zambia. Is it Zambia? Yeah, here has the lead and the rubber. Ideally, I'd also want, you know, the iron, but I don't know if we have anywhere that's got all of it. Yeah, unfortunately not. But we'll build an electric industry. And apparently there is turmoil here. Otherwise, a struggle for the construction. Why do you proceed slowly? Trade unions are angry. I guess that's fair. Why are you angry? Also fair. What if instead we roll out universal suffrage? Okay, that's pretty clearly not going to fly. But we can do census suffrage. And there should be a little less angry opposition. Yeah. So let's start with that. Resource boom. Sure. Okay. A peculiar reconciliation. I mean, the landowners are pretty weak. We can just kind of let them decay into nothing at this point. Ah, yes. That's enough. France is invading Portugal. They're still engaging in the scramble for Africa, aren't they? They are. With whatever they can. Alright. Good to know. France is angry. I mean, I'm kind of willing to support them unconditionally here. We'll see. Ah, yes, the Russian Socialist Revolt. Well, that's oddly historic, all things considered. Well, both are above the 50, so as long as we can hold on to that, that'll be good. Telephones, get your telephones here. Apparently we have some sell orders already. Middle Egypt, oh. Glad to see it. Didn't realize we were rolling these out already in full swing. Let's also get radios. There we are. That should do good. Although, yeah, we're definitely gonna need more power. Pretty sure I ordered all power plants to be subsidized, but I could be wrong. Go. Yeah, all that oil discovered, nothing I can do with it though. Nitrogen fixation will help. Alright, engines are starting to come down a bit. Price of things like coal. Good. It looks like we can finally start using the green production methods as well. There's 50,000, that's fine. There are places for them to work. And work they shall. Go. Build that coal and iron. Alright. And two more months until we are recognized. Alright. French Congo. Oh my god. Yeah, the French are upset and just kind of now fighting everyone and panicking. Managed to pay off their loans at least. Kind of worried that the shifting winds may mean that Russia is no longer able to be my ally. Let's hope the whites can win this one. But somehow I feel like France is going to come back swinging. I think we'll be in a bit better situation next time, but like militarily I am still grossly far behind, you know? I'm not really willing to invest into fixing it either. So, say Libya, I suppose. We'll see what we can do. Yeah. Now we just gotta get some suffrage. The Arab-Russian Treaty of Commerce and Navigation. Alright, we now are recognized. Joining the Scramble for Africa. So with the Scramble for Africa journal entry, I'm gonna check something real quick here. Let's get to December 1st. This would be a good place to tell the episode. Let's say, I don't know, I moved my capital somewhere like Hijaz. Like if my capital just wasn't on the African continent. Yeah. Okay, we can only do one every 3 months. Just a little interesting note is I can effectively carve up a lot of these regions into colonial administrations. Interesting. I'm not sure if that's a good thing to do, but it certainly is an option. Like, as a chartered company, they provide me 30% taxation. So it may not be a terrible solution to just kind of carve up all my holdings. Arab Senegal, still French. Well, I'm still probably going to reload real quick. We'll see. If only because I think I can bribe Senegal into surrendering. Just by giving it territory, it would otherwise normally get through that button. We'll see. I'll have to experiment a little with this. In the meantime, though, thank you everyone for watching. I've been your Kevin, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, folks. Have a good night.